Welcome back to Doki Doki. Yeah, this game's very, very fucked up, and I don't know if I'm ready for this. They said the game is just starting, so ESPN. We'll see how this goes. This is gonna be so much fun. So much fun.
No, we'll do Act 2 right now. At least as much as I can get through. But like, also now that Sayori's killed herself, does that change how you see her poems? I mean, like, I guess bittersweet, but I don't even, bro. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's oblivious. This girl is my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. Yeah, we used to walk to school together. Yeah, it's just, she's gonna chase after me like that. I feel better off running away. What the fuck is going on? Genuinely, what the fuck is going on? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually... What is the age rating on this? Bro, 18 plus? But like still? I can see why they told people if you have depression or anxiety, don't play this game. I can see that now. I can literally see that now. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends and groups that walk together at school. I've always had school alone. I'll always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time playing games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like that would get me any girls anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So now I understand why Sayori would have killed herself regardless of what fucking happened. Right? So she would have died anyway, just so this storyline would continue. So if nothing's gonna change no matter what girl I'm doing this, dude, this isn't the only playthrough I'm doing. This is disturbing. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. John? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while. It has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Yeah, completely out of my league. What'd you come here for anyway? I was just really looking for supplies to use in our club. You know, if there's any construction paper here, or markers, or I guess you could check the closet. Dude, this is... All roads lead to Rome. Okay, yeah, so she would have killed herself regardless. You're the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around all the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around a budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In case, what club did you join? You know, I'm actually very glad that Astra isn't here to see this, or wasn't here to see that. I'm quite happy about that. I feel like that should be the plan. Yeah? Okay. We'll end it here then. Dude, when I got off stream the other day on Friday, I swear that scene is all I thought about for a solid 2 hours. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. John? Yeah. Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Huh. Yeah, it has been. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Because I'm just a loser. No-name loser. Tiny dick energy. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little What did you come here? What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here or markers? I guess you can check out the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. And to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing in the budget of publicity. What? It feels like nothing but arguing about the public of the... I just started and my dyslexic side is already coming out. It feels nothing... Okay. Lock in, everybody! It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something that I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. It's the Literature Club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members have you got so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Dude, R.I.P. Sayori. Dead homies. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps their manga collection in their club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny. Right? It's funny, right? It's funny, right? Pulls out pocket knife. It's funny, right? I don't want to have to cut you. I don't want to have to cut you, uwu. Arigato gozaimasu. She always insists manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? I may have to get in my bag. Hey, John. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Please, uwu. Blushes deeply. At that point, I'm just like, Shotty, I'm already bricked up, so like, I can't stand up right now and walk over to the club room, but like, I'll meet you there in 5. Well, I guess I have no choice to refuse. Wait, what? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, John, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'm looking for the materials I'll look for materials another time. You're more important. Should keep talking like that. It's gonna get wicked good. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. Quite literally, she's tweaking. And I brought a new guest with me. Okay. What the fuck is going on? I wish somebody was here to explain to me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, John. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. I wish, but no. Wait, no. I'm not. God. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is... So, now that Sayori's not here, if we go down the same path, are these two gonna, like, end up fucking squabbling in the middle of the classroom? Once Natsuki says, nobody likes her, Yuri's just like, bitch, come get this work done! And then they just start boxing.
Yuri grabs a chair and just slams it over Natsuki's head. Just goes fucking full on Dragon Ball. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's nice to meet you. I'm still bagging Yuri, though. That's the thing. I'm not watching the stream, but I am in chat, and I'd like to say I've never seen any disturbing parts of this game. I've seen one. It was pretty fucking disturbing, let me say that. Yuri, who appears comparably... who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet. Okay, I'm just getting rage baited by my own words. Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. So I ran into John in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, Baka, you know. Gosh! Sorry. I didn't forget that, but it just happened to run into him. In that case, should I at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, John? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, Shut your bitch ass up. What other alarms do I have set? Doki. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Say, Ori was in the club until, you know, she was just left hanging, so shit happens. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we will all really grow from this club before we graduate, right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Don't put me on the spot like that, Monica. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the you keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that... You know... Fuck you, Monica! I'm trying to get a boyfriend over here and you're just messing up my chances. I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, John, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Some of this text is like repeating itself until we get to a part where Sayori would pull up. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be... Oh, okay. I was about to say, why'd the fucking text box go away? That was weird. She might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. Oh my god. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. This is literally all just the same text from that first episode, dog. Quite literally just all the same. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You list a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. I don't know why I said tea. It looked like a poem you were working on. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Hey, give it back, bitch! Fine. God. If you ever fucking say that to me again, I'm gonna fucking cut. You write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer, are we? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing their vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel more comfortable about sharing hers. Don't put me on the spot like that, bitch! I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. Facts. I did decide to take on a responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for all of us to take. Wouldn't you agree as well, John? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join the stupid fucking club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. So don't force it on me! I still have other clubs I'm looking at! I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Fuck you! These girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, John. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision in the air like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, John? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after this, I would have been super pissed. John, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. Don't sweat it, fine shit. Just like hop on by my house one time. You know what I'm saying? I'll do everything I can to get you to a great time. Fuck, I said that correctly. Don't rewind because I definitely said that correctly. What are you doing?
I'll do everything I can to get you to have Yeah, great time. Fuck, I said that correctly.
You're retarded.
Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me at me once more. John, I look forward to seeing how much you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. No Sayori feels a bit off. A tad bit, not quite my tempo. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will come find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Is glitched... What? You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I'm scared, but yeah. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. I'm sorry, what? A man walked into the club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much, and they spent some time together, and she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened. This is Sayori! A joke! A joke! And that's what she never officially called herself, but we can assume that this is Sayori. But why? She doesn't exist in this fucking world. Before disaster could happen, a third party interfered with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. The contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Alright. We will make another Yuri poem. Yuri! Dark. Perfect Yuri poem. Nothing about Natsuki's gonna fucking hate this. Hi again, John. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'm keeping my word. I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else had already... Okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, John. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not actually accustomed to it. Something ain't right here. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Bitch, get out of the fucking frame. I can't read. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Why are you overlapping? Monica! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. I'm sorry, John. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm so embarrassed. Do you like me? Oh my god. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'm happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as a vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel... Am I tweaking or is she getting closer? And like the classroom is like kind of... It's very slowly tilting. Sorry about that. I ran out of disk space, so I just freed some up. Okay, back to this. Is it me or is the room kind of like very slowly turning and Yuri's getting closer? I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, it definitely is. It definitely fucking is. Discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I'll enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yeah, it definitely fucking was. Nah, what the fuck? That's weird. That was weird. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. Thank God. I did not want to go down the Natsuki route. Yuri's my boo thing. Shawty a little baddie. She my little boo thing. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover on her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, it seems like she's on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing that I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. I was focused, if I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the look you gave me, right? Or that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. What's up? Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... Fuck. I'm embarrassing myself. God, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'm definitely gonna read it here soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? It's supposed to be disturbing. I know! When fucking Sayori hung herself, I learned. I learned why it said if you have depression or anxiety, don't play this fucking game. And now we're here, little glitches and little spats of just weird shit. Kind of bothering me a little bit. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is called Portrait of Makarov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... oh my god, okay? That might be a big spoiler. But anyway, I'm still really into it. Yo, as Freaky Deaky... Hello, Harrison. We're back. Yes. Double thumbs up. Woo! Back on this fun game full of peaceful anime women. Yippee. She just gave a disturbing comment that was definitely not in Act 1. Because last time it was something about like just breeding human camps or whatever and nothing like that crazy. This time it's about, well, she only did the experiment prison and then stopped. Now she goes, and the people trapped in there have to do this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they selectively start breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to something. Bro, why? We gotta see this through to the end. I have to bag the fine shits. Like, I'm sorry, it has to happen. I'd rather watch Portal. Portal just bored me the fuck out. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not you. Even though you're hot as fuck. God, I'm sorry. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? It's very. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I'm still bagging, as dark as she is, I'm still pulling. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, are you, John? It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't you worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, this is kind that changes you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because of someone that was... What? When horrible things this is weird. This is weird. Yo, this is fucking weird. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, then suddenly I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah, this is fucking weird. This is fucking weird, dog. This is weird. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize to me. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thought, my whole body is... What? The fuck is... It's been small shit like this that's just been kind of disturbing me throughout the gameplay, dog. It's like, dog, what the fuck? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking. Is the volume good? Actually, real quick, is the volume good? I don't want it to be too loud or too loud, or, whatever. Yeah, it's good. I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. And in fact, I might as well get started reading. Fuck you! Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit here? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Honestly, I'm not even worried about rizzing up fine shit anymore. I'm just trying to find a way to fucking survive. At this point, it seems like. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I'm still fed a bag. I mean, come on. You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not like that. I don't want you to... It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her pressure over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. I swear to God, if there's more suicide in this game, dog, I hope not, but like, we're not ruling out the possibility. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just being...
Okay. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? For the YouTube video, I'll screenshot what the text says, but like, it said something about bathing in, and then I think I saw something about a cat, but I could be wrong. But like, slow down on that text, man. I wanna read what it says at the very least. I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that kind of makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay, I feel like something fucked is gonna go on here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. I swear we did this last run. We did. It seems like a good amount of this is the same. But without Sayori here, it's a little bit different on some occasions. But yes, we did do this last run. There are some cases where it seems like it's just the same text, same shit, blah, 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 without Sayori. But there's little bits and pieces of wrong in there. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence, even though turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you're talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that came to my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. See? A little bit different. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? John, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. See, you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Anyway, don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. How's the dating sim? Oh, it is far from a dating sim. Far. I don't know yet. I honestly can't even put into words how I think about this game. I like it, but at the same time, it's very... Appreciate that, Mike. But it's very disturbing. And that's like kind of the... like it's kind of just like... makes your skin crawl a little bit. Once, like the little things, like the little glitches that you don't expect, or like that black text, it kind of just like, ugh, like, weird. Creepy. I think it's interesting, though. But, well, still haven't finished it yet. Anyway, wait, are there 4 acts because all 4 of them die? Ruh-roh, Reggie. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Bro, I cooked up this shit just for her! What do you mean? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Well, yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and I slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Motherfucker. I made the poem for Yuri and then she just decides to skip out on us. They all will surely die anyways, right? I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. I have no clue. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. Okay. John, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What did I do to get your panties in a bunch, dog? What the fuck? What? Harsh? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in the effort. We all gotta start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ooh! Good work, John. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you're probably gonna think it's stupid. Okay, yeah. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can't, but that's about it. Wow, what a powerful reading that we've already read. How, A+, Natsuki, congratulations. You cooked with this one. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So, wait. Hold up. If somebody does die, right, hypothetically, somebody does die, and we start all this shit over again, Monica asked us to join the club. Earlier, she said you need 4 to join a club. That would bring it down to 2. Adding me would be 3. You see where I'm going with this? Like, how would this work? So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. It's exactly what I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess there's more that went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one, did you? I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old she is. Pause. That's fucking absolutely wild to think about, John. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Interesting. Really interesting. Hi, John. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing. I guess it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, John. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's the sort of barrier we'll all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Great job, John. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's very metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go with something so deep. Fuck, I didn't read that wrong. Facts. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. It's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that Yuri kind of likes this writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get impressed that she's just totally given up. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction. So don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets a little too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Fuck yeah! Why, I actually get to fucking read my poem to her, thank God. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all just started sharing poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took the time that you needed. Alright, thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get to my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'll always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole and wall... But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced around my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems of flat sheets of paper? Oh, this is different. Hold on. This is different. Hole and wall. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced around my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Bars? Can't even lie. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Oh my god. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Blah, 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 blah. It's all the same shit. Yuri! 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 As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Yo. Best poem I've written so far. Best poem I've written so far. Literally cinema. Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And then the end result is that they both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in this club can give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Well, she's kind of a bitch. She doesn't have as big as a rack as me, you know? So, like, her opinion doesn't even matter. Facts. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure that Yuri's apologizing to me, herself, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Or do you mind if I read your poem now? I'd love to. I love to share my thoughts behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity, which in of itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the something in my hair illuminates beneath the underglow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Bars. Same shit. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. A lot of this is just like the same dialogue. I'm starting to pick up on that. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, John. Me too. Alright. Now, we get to the part where they fight, and I have to choose one of the two, right? I think, probably, maybe, let's see. I don't fucking know. And the sound is fucked up a little bit. I noticed that every now and then. Now it's fine. Like every now and then it will either dip or raise in key. Phew. I guess it's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even though they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monaco was writing about something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging pieces of paper about their poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other express changes. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration while Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? The fuck did you just call it, you bitch? Did you completely miss the symbolisms or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up, dumbass. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you really have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Well, I was looking for suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and John did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, pipe down, little bro. Pipe down, little bro. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer. But I've spent a lot of time establishing my own writing style, and to be quite frank, I believe it is the greatest writing style I personally learned from William Shakespeare, and what a great guy. What a great guy. I gotta say, I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And John liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new club member, Yuri. It's not... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that John appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Bitch. Fuck you. How about that, whore? And how do you think he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as John started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own oh my god. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really shouldn't be acting as young as you look, Natsuki. Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? I'm sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See, just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves in gradually middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you could counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing up and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with you in your head? Yeah, go on. Let John hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was just standing here. John, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into Yuri! I like Yuri more. This is fucking weird! I don't like this! Hi there, pretty woman. Smash? Hi, Monica. What? Hey, John. Why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay? Okay, what did you say? John, I did a tough username. Have you got one? How about Edging Lord 6767? This is disturbing. Yeah, that was kind of like... Gotcha. Thank you for taking my suggestion to heart. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. That, like... that scared me, honestly. Genuinely, that kind of fucking scared me. When Monica was just blankly staring at me, full screen, that, like, kind of fucking scared me. That was genuinely worrisome. Monica, please don't kill me. Or kill yourself. Is it okay to leave those two in the same room? Question mark? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried getting you involved. It's probably better for us that they stay out of this. Or it's probably better for us to stay out of this. I'm not so sure about that. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Yo, Sayori was really the glue that kept them all together, TBH. Like, without Sayori, they're fucking nothing. I can't even comfort my own club members properly. I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, maybe I should have went like between the two. Wait, let me see what would have happened if I would have done that. Hold on. Oh my god, I gotta... I'm gonna save here. Hold on, I'm gonna save here. Save here. I'm gonna go back here, write the same Yuri poem, skip all the fucking dialogue, and get up to that moment, and go between Yuri, Natsuki, Yuri, Natsuki, Yuri, Natsuki, Yuri, Natsuki, Yuri, Natsuki, and then see what happens. If it's just if it's the same shit, I don't know. Because I feel like I was singling out Natsuki, and then that's why she came out crying, looked at me, and just ran. I want to see what happens. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna skip everything. Never mind then. Fuck me. I guess. Never mind. Yeah. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. John, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki or did. John, please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Yo, there's something going on with her. Yo, there's something going on. There's something going on with her. There's something going on with her. There's something going on with her, and I don't fucking like it. There's something wrong with her. There's something wrong with Monica. Anyway, the meeting is over. So you can all go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you two to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with John. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but Wait, hold on. Wait, load. Load at the very start of the fucking game. I'm gonna skip literally everything. I wanna see what would have happened if, yeah, skip. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, blah, 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 Monica. Blah, 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 blah. Yuri, Natsuki. Yuri, Natsuki. Yuri, Natsuki. Yuri, Natsuki. Yuri, Monica. Yeah. Step outside for a bit. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry about that. No, 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 no. Okay, so it would have been the same regardless. Okay, cool. But, hold on, wait. What if we end it on Natsuki? Will Yuri run out? That's the question. Hold on, we're experimenting! We're experimenting! What if we just go all in on Natsuki? What's up, Monica? How you been, Thought? Blah, 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 blah. And then is she still gonna... If she still just runs out of the room, we'll just leave it at that. Yep, okay, cool. Load. Monica, what's up? Boop, boop, boop you on your nose. Boop, 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 boop. And she just runs out. Okay, so... Dark, oh my fucking god. Random generated names, dog. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, yeah. So it's all just the same shit. Should we do another Yuri so knowing that Natsuki ran out of the room crying, should we do a Natsuki poem or still try to bag Yuri? Should we do Natsuki or Yuri poem? Since Natsuki ran out because of what Yuri said, I don't know what I don't know what I should do. what if Natsuki is one bad poem away from blowing her fucking brains out? It's so fucked up. But like genuinely, we'll make two of them. One for Yuri, one for Natsuki. So sadness, sugar, twirl, joy. That was hers, but you know what? Fuck it. Good enough for me. Uncontrollable. Heartbeat. One is fine. One is fine. Misfortune. Mother fuck you! We'll finish that one. God! Fucking Jesus! We'll finish that one after we finish this, because I want to see what the fuck is that. Depression. Okay, so now that we got that one out of the way, now let's save for here. And now load this. No! Oh my god, really? No, 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 no. I'm not giving up on this. 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 Okay, here we go. Okay, let's... Promise. Infinity. Determination. Horror. Disorient. I ain't a fan. I ain't a fan. Okay. Save. So, Natsuki, Yuri, I'm not even fucking sure. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual greets me. Welcome back, John. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over my shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologize, but you don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it is, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there's no way you can be a bad person, and now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. John, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They come out a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? I just... Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. Or, fuck. No, I haven't. I was also wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise, I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did Monica... Dude, Monica's like a black wizard or something like that. She's a dark wizard, dog. She knows black magic. That's what I meant to say. Jesus. Probably sounded weird. But, like, Monica is, like, demonic, dude. Did she wipe Natsuki's memory? And that's what she means about she's gonna completely forget? Completely? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Huh. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not, idiot. Stupid. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Well, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not good yet. Still? That must require a lot of dedication. I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us next time. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song. It's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, John. Monica smiles sweetly. There's something wrong about this bitch, bro. I didn't mean to pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyway. That's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just to me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. John, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. Dude, I have to be looking like Ryan Reynolds if the hoes are fighting over me, or if the hoes are this bashful around me, TBH. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and then pulls out a copy out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time... Wait. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. It's got a water... fucking what? The kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down in front of the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Dog, don't get me acting out now, dog. I mean, hi. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like it this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make some tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said she wouldn't take long. Something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I head down the hallway. What the fuck? What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh my fucking god! Kid. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. John, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very, very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, even she starts humming to herself a little bit. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway, it's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, John. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. John, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I have back pain fairly regularly, but I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get that book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag full of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer this time. Okay. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Fuck. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not in the book, I end up in a position that's making it harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. I'm sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. You sure? Are you sure? We can finally be bees. Well, if I touch it, then it then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, fuck. You're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? See so
job. We don't get to take a head off. I'll do anything to stop that job from happening.
Of course. Why does she have to be such a crazy bitch? She is so fine. Yuri opens up the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri's lips closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. John... sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh no. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Is she allergic? John... Suddenly, Yuri forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. John, my heart won't stop pounding, John. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, John? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me want to not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh my fucking god! Ew! Fucking ew! Fucking gross! Yeah, this is it's time to share poems. I didn't see. Clip it. I'll just show you exactly what happened, because that was fucking disgusting. Okay, yeah. So this is where she takes a long time in the hallway, and we're going out to find her. A sharp inhale. Are they in pain? I reach around the corner. Yuri? That's what the fuck I saw first, but that's not what I just saw, right? It makes me even not want to read. I just want to look at you. Look at this shit. Dog, that's fucking gross. This is fucking gross. Not exactly. Yo, I don't even know if I want to bag you anymore. Yo, Natsuki! Yo, Natsuki! You still available? I got a poem you might like, girl. This bitch is crazy. It's time to share poems. Yeah, it is.
Time to end the video here, baby. Sorry to say it. So, next episode gonna be the series finale. These bitches is crazy. There's nothing else to say. Yuri is just, like, out of her mind. But that's only because I'm that damn fine. That's only because I got that aura. The swag. Drip. Know what I'm saying? So, can't blame her. Can't blame her. So, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you on another one. Adios, goodbye. I love you, and... Miami Dolphins!